Hello, it's Ashley here from Paper&Twine. I've got a little bit of a crackly voice, I am sorry. I've got a coffee, so do go and make yourself a drink. I don't know how long this video is going to be. A few videos ago, I did a little expose, if you will, of what it is like, or my experiences at least, of being on a design team for practical publishing. And I showed the cards that I made in this issue and didn't really talk about the magazine terribly much. And I did say that I would come on and make a card with you. I am going to give this away at some point. If you go back, I'll link the video that I'm talking about, where there are the details of what you can do to win this paper pack, but I don't need it today. We'll move that out of the way. I have prepped some stuff to make a card using what I've got left over from my opulent ornaments pack, so I can move that out of the way. And it's really annoying, since my husband has given me his old phone, which is an iPhone 14 Pro. He's got the new 16. I've upgraded so that I can have his phone to use the camera because it's supposed to be better, but the way that I film, I can't see properly what I'm filming now because my phone in its overhead mount in the thing that I view from, oh, this is really convoluted, I can only see it in portrait mode, and I hate portrait mode for filming. So yes, it's a little bit disconcerting, but this was published last week, and we're just going to do a really quick flick through. So there's always lots of inspiration in these magazines, and there are some lovely makes from the other people on the design team, and there's a little behind the scenes with Justine Hovey. You probably know her. I'll leave her linked in the description box. She is an amazing crafter, and I think she's just started to bring out her own craft line. Then there are lots of adverts and letters. Now this looks really nice. A website called Crafty Wafty, which I haven't heard about, but I think these are Studio Light, these stamps and papers here. Hazel carries them. This is my feature, or part of it. I really did enjoy making these cards. Actually, it was a bit of a struggle, but I did enjoy them. And so I've got 2 double page spreads and a single page, which I talked about in depth in my previous video, so I won't go into that so much now, though we are going to have a go at making a card similar to one that I made for this publication. This is Jean Jackner or Jean. So stamps and stencils from Waffle Flower. A lot of the Americans like Waffle Flower, don't they? I've never actually used them. It's not exactly my style, but very bright and colourful. Advert for Craft World there. Wendy Vecchi, who designs, I think she's Ranger, isn't she? I think she's part of the Ranger stable. So there's a feature on the Make Art station, looking at multi-layering stencils and things. This is nice, I do like that. And then just have a little quick through Crafty Witches. They're a company that are new to me. Some sunflower stuff going on there. Oh, it's me on the front cover again. And then Brilliant Baubles. Sarah Jackman Reid, she is an amazing designer. Actually, she's generally speaking in all of these publications. She's got a little tag here using one of the toppers. I did something with it that I didn't like and didn't use in the end. Little boxes. This is nice, actually. Origami box, I do like that, made out of paper, and this foiled paper was one of my favourites. Then Die Cut Delights, designed by Carol Bignell. I think she might be one of the more recent winners of the Card Maker of the Year competition. It's not my style, die cutting and fancy florals like that, but I do admire people who can do it. Now this looks interesting. Sherlock Holmes era was a place where mystery lurked around every corner. Oh, relatively thoughtful. Oh, I'm so pleased to see them in an advert here. I might have to go and look at that. Introducing the versatile Sherlock Holmes collection in multiple sizes and formats, from paper to digital. This collection includes a variety of elements and features and our exclusive craft stamp set. Now, who was it that we all know that I've just seen is on the design team for them? Was it Amber's Kintyre Crafts? It might well have been. I think it was in 2021. I was a guest designer for them around the Christmas period. Perfect products, blah, 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 blah. Just looking to see how long I've been on. Again, more dies. Not my cup of tea. I want to find the bit with Justine Hovey, actually. But, you know, everybody's different, aren't they? That's the thing about having a wide range of designers on the design team using different products. And we all have our styles and things that we like. Sharon Elaine Jones was on the one Card Maker of the Year the same year as me. This is really simple, isn't it? Well, simple, but stunning. And die stash to create a stylish ring wreath. That is amazing. Follow your dreams. Right, come on. Where is the... Oh, there's Jen, who was the editor of this magazine, but is not anymore. That's quite nice. She's used the toppers and the papers really, really well. Blue is Meowie's Be Let Out. Here we are. Justine Hovey, passionate crafter and new mother. Oh, she's got a co-brand with Craft Stash. We caught up with Justine Hovey to find out all about her crafty background and co-brand with Craft Stash. Let me just let the cat out. Hold on a minute. As I've just opened the door to let her out, I've just noticed a cobweb. How rude, spiders. So she's engrossed in crafting there. As I say, I will link her YouTube channel down below. I'm so glad that she's got a crafting line. Her studio looks absolutely amazing. Anyway, I'm not going to show anymore because you can go and buy the magazine yourselves and get your own papers. Now, what I thought we would do, because some of you have left comments that I've replied to already. You said that you would like to make me show you how to make the star card. Now, I'm not going to make it exactly the same, and I'll tell you why. So I've got this set of nesting dies. I think they are from Craft Stash, and the only working die cutting machine I've got at the moment is my Sidekick, and the plates aren't big enough to get this what you call it, die on. And I do remember at the time I resurrected my cut and emboss machine, but I can't find the power cable. That is an A4 electric die cutting machine, but I can't find the cable for it, so I couldn't do that. So I have used 3 pairs of dies, and this is really interesting. I've looked, let me just move this out of the way a minute, and in fact, actually, if I just put that on there like that, you can see better. I've read the instructions that they've written, and they're not the same as what I sent them for this card. And it says that you need to die cut 6 stars out of card and 6 stars out of paper. You don't. So whatever shape you're using and whatever size you're using, you want to get yourself 3 pairs of dies like that, which is what I have done. So I'm just going to move these out of the way now because I don't need them anymore. Bear with. And I've done a little bit of prepping already. So what you want to do is, from the largest die that you're setting, that you're using, cut 1 out of white card, put that aside. Then I've done my matting and layering just to save for time. Then do your other 3 card stars. So one of them is the same as the one that you've cut out of your biggest that you're using. I've put little pencil marks so that I know where the top is, because these aren't symmetrical. That's it. And then I've mat and layered another 2. Okay, so what you want to do then with this one, on the back, make pencil marks where you want your score line to be. So what you're going to be doing is scoring along that line, and what I'm going to do is line up my pencil marks on my scoreboard so that they run through those points there, and I'm going to make a line. It doesn't matter if it's not terribly accurate, and this is going to form the second side of your card blank. And I'm going to burnish that way, like so. Then I can glue those bits together. Is that right? Yes. I will be gluing those bits together to make my card base. So I'm going to put glue on here. And as best as I can, line up like so. Make sure I've got the top. Do you know what I've done? Because, yes, I'm going to have to do this again this way. So, yes. That needs to go like that. So I've made a mess of this already. Yes. Oh, Ashley. You do like to see me make mistakes though, don't you? So I shouldn't have glued the back together. So I'm just putting glue on the front of that. And we'll ignore the fact that I've just made a mess of the back of my card. And we just line that up like so. Fold that back so that we get a lovely crisp edge. Now, what I was saying was, when you have a card that is top folding, can you see it has a tendency to splay like that? And we're going to make something that is going to help us not make it splay. So I need my little scoreboard again. Not that it is so little, but I need it on the inches side. And what I've got is a little piece of card that is 2 inches by 1 inches. And I'm going to read my instructions for this now to see if they actually work. So it says on the, so this is this bit here, cut a 2 times 1 piece of white cardstock and score on the long side at 1/2, 1 and 1 1/2. So here we go, 1/2, 1 and 1 1/2. Oh gosh, do you know, I'm not very good at scoring small pieces of card. There we go. Don't think I need that anymore, so I can move that out of the way. Then it says fold and burnish your score lines to make a W shape. So I'm just going to do so I've done a valley, a mountain, and I'm going to burnish these, and then a valley, and that is what I mean by my W shape. Can you see? Then it says apply glue to the front and back surfaces and add to the inside of the card towards the bottom. And this is such a clever thing. Let me just make sure my card is all right. So I'm going to put, so I'm going to put glue on here. And glue on here. and decide where I'm going to add it here. It says to add it towards the bottom. So what this means is that your card will only open a certain amount. It's quite fiddly. Press you there like that. Put some more glue on here because I've squidged it with my fingers. As I say, this is a Sam Calcott invention, if you like. So there we go. And if I stand that up now, you can see it'll only open as far as this here, which is 1 inch. If you didn't want to open it as much as that, you could score your bits at different things. See how that stands up really nicely now and doesn't splay. The next thing we need to do is to make the spring bits, because this is a kind of like springy card. And I'm just going to have a slurp of coffee because I'm really thirsty. So it says, for the spring, you need to cut 4 pieces of card that are 2.5 times 1. And on each one, on the long side, you're going to score it at 1/2, 3/4, 1, 1.5, 1 3/4, and 2 inches. And then you'll go, don't burnish these because otherwise they will lose their springiness. So you're going to do a valley. From the left, you're going to do a valley, a mountain, a valley. And then you're going to turn it and do from the other side. Is that right? I can make it work if it's not. And you're going to repeat that sequence. Then you're going to bring in your glue. I might not actually need all 4 of these because I've got smaller elements that I had on the card that I did for the magazine. So I've put glue on the end, one of the ends here. You see that the little bits in the middle are 1/4 inch, and then these wide bits are roughly 1/2 inch. So you're gluing it and squeezing. I didn't burnish those very well, but you get the idea, and it makes like a little spring. So this is my, oops, a daisy. Have I just dropped that on the floor? No. So this is my next layer, and you can see that I didn't matte and layer it very well. I didn't have it symmetrical, but I have put a little pencil mark on the top, so I know that that is the top. I'm going to turn it over this way, and I'm going to glue these springs to the back of this element here, and just put them where you want them really. I'll press you down there like that, and then you push you down like so. Actually, you can go over that way a little bit, and then I'm going to put glue on the sides here, the underside. It would help if you could see. Then I'm going to keep that closed, make sure I've got my pencil mark, and then just centre this. And I think the white just makes everything pop really nicely. There we go. And you can see how that springs up, kind of. Then I've got a diddy layer here. I don't think I need both of these. I think I only need one. Or shall I put both on? No, I'm going to just do one and have it in the middle. Like so. That's the top, so I'll have you like that. And then before I stick this down, I'm going to add my little embellishments. So I thought I'd show you Whenever things come in acetate packaging, I keep it because it's a very heavy micron of acetate, and it's just really useful for this type of thing. So I've gone ahead and I've chosen some elements, some pop-out elements from my pack. I haven't got many left, to be fair. Now, just thinking I'm going to have difficulty. I'm going to take this off actually, because I can always reattach it, and I'm going to arrange my elements first. So I don't need so much acetate on here. So I'm going to cut you down a bit, and I want that to stick there, hanging down. So I'm just making sure that when it stands up, it's not going to drag on the bottom, as it were. Yes, I'll have you like so. That's good. So I'm just going to put a bit of red liner tape on the back of this. It'll be the same side rather as the image, because you're going to glue this or stick this down backwards, as it were. So stick you like that. Take you off, make sure we've got you the right way up, and we'll pop you like so. Now the others I can kind of what's the word I'm looking for, play around with a bit more, but I don't need all of this acetate, so I'm going to just cut some off. I might need to trim a little bit more yet, I don't know. We will come in and see. So yeah, these were the best of a bad bunch of what I've got left in terms of colours. Can't remember how I wanted it now. Yes, I wanted the bigger elements at the top, like so. Yes. So I think I'll have you that side, you that side. Yeah. And I need some more of this red liner tape in this width. I'm very nearly out of it. Pop you like so. And then I can play around with where I want this. You're going to go like so. Then I want a bit of red liner tape on this. And obviously you could make this style of card with anything you've got in your stash, and you could use your own die cuts. Missed that. Let's pop you on properly. There we go. You could use your own die cuts that you've got in your stash. Oh, throwing it around. There we go, like so. And I just love how the acetate gives the effect of it floating. And then I've got two very small ones. I'm going to have the darker one coming out there and the lighter one coming out there. So I've varied my colours a little bit, but we can trim all of this down. Bit more liner tape. Like so. We're very nearly done, folks. So I'll pop you like that. I can trim a little bit more off this, because I don't want all that bulk. Last little bit of liner tape going on. You there like that, and then you're going to go like so. Now can you see how we've got that going on? Now I'm going to discard that one that I've butchered and bring in this one. In fact, actually, do you know what? I am going to use both of these now because I've got quite a lot of weight. So a bit more gluage. They do spring. Did you see how that just sprung? So I'll put you like that and hope that it sticks over that acetate. And then you like this. Plenty of gluage. Hold that down. Squeeze hard. And then more glue on here. And then for the final bit, I'm going to put my card flat so that I can make sure that this is centered. I could have actually, in the end, had a bit more depth on my... Oh no, that's fine. I do love how those acetate elements just appear to be floating in the air. And it's got a bit of a wobble as well. We just clear up that little bit of glue. Now, no card is complete without a sentiment, is it? And I just thought to break up the star bit, I would use this. I'm going to just see if I've got small foam pad. I don't appear to have any foam pads in here at all. Oh, there's one. Right, let's cut you. No. Oh dear, oh dear. I don't know where all my foam pads have gone. Sorry about this, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. I've got a couple here. I'm going to just use these. They're very small, but would just give a bit more dimension to this. And obviously it would be quite a hefty envelope that you'd need for this. So I would probably use a maker box for this, actually, because also it would be quite heavy to send through the post. There we are. Make sure we've got that on and center it like so. And there, after much toing and froing, we have our finished card. So do engage in the comments with me and tell me what you think about the card that I've made today. It is considerably smaller than the one I made for the magazine, but it packs a punch nonetheless. If I stand it up like that, you can see all the workings and the fact that it's not going to splay more than about an inch because of the little stopper that we have put in it at the bottom of the card. If you found any value in today's video, please do consider subscribing if you're not already. Leave a comment, and a thumbs up doesn't hurt anybody, but it really helps me. Do take care. Bye now.